In this Beat the Meta video, I go for the lead down the inside, and we have a bit of a calamity as we go pilot in at the corkscrew. Hello everyone, and welcome back to Beat the Meta. Yes, we're doing this a bit early this week because we're doing both Gr.3 and Gr.4, and I've chosen the Renault R.S.01. Now, this was about P15 in the time trial leaderboard at the time, so I thought, okay, we'll give this a go. I did try two other cars before this, just on time trial, which was the Peugeot VGT. Oh my word, when I come to do that, I have no idea what I'm going to do. And also the McLaren F1, but that was a bit too oversteery for my liking. Say that as I nearly bin it in the Renault there. So we are in the Renault. We know it's got a chance here to do Beat the Meta, just with the fact it is up there on the leaderboards. But as you saw at the start there, acceleration-wise, it is... Oh, hello, what's happening here? There's 1, 2, and 3 off. Hey, we'll take those. Happy days. That's 3 positions gained as we head to the corkscrew. So the problem... Oh, hello, Lauren's getting it all wrong there. So the problem with this Renault is its acceleration. Everything else is sublime in terms of its handling, so it does suit Laguna quite well, because most of it is fast-flowing, so it can sort of try and keep up with the Porsches, which is obviously the meta car this week. See how we do, though. Remember, we have 5 races in Beat the Meta. Can we beat the meta? That is the question. So we're going to leave at the last corner then, behind Lauren here. Oops, somebody's got a penalty there. Lovely stickers. Well, we go clean on by, so P12 for us then. It's going well so far in this. Oh, someone's Hispano. Come on. Not sure what he's saying. Come on. Yes, he's giving us a bit of a boost there. Come on, do it, Tidge, in the Renault. Anyway, down the inside over Lauren there. We're looking to get the move done, but that Porsche just flies out of every corner known to mankind. It's why it is the meta car this week. It just flies. It's a ridiculously fast car in terms of acceleration. It definitely needs sorting out compared to the rest of the handling cars. That is for sure. As we leave that fast right-hander, notice there, it's the gap. It does increase, but not half as much compared to the slower corners here. Into the left we go then, just putting a lot of pressure on Lauren then in this red Porsche as we head up to the kink now. In time trial, this kink, you have to absolutely chuck it in this car and not do that as Lauren did there. So headings up in the gravel trap. We gain another place. Happy days indeed. Now in the distance there, we've got 2 people going side by side into the kink. Never, ever good. There's contact there. Oh, the Aston goes into the Porsche. Oh, that's James there. James been in the Porsche there, just losing control, I think, more than anything. Do check out James on the old YouTube as we advance further on. We're in P9 now, with once again some action up ahead, including someone from TCR there as we head into... Oh, Red Bull's gone off there. In the Red Bull, named Red Bull and in a Fanta machine. I'm not sure how that works. Is there a Fanta version of Red Bull? I don't know. I need Red Bull for tomorrow, though. I need to remind myself of that when I go to work. Anyway, we're going to continue on out of that corner then. Look at this. Look at the acceleration of that Porsche. It got alongside me, even though I was ahead. It's insane how good that car is at accelerating here. And I did get worried going out this corner. And the Porsche does decide not to go for the move. Thank goodness for that. Oh, we got another binner there. Who is that? It's Philly. Goodbye, Philly. As we're now into P7. In fact, that's where we finish in this first... Not too bad, really, actually. P16 to P7. Some hope here, folks. Some hope that we could win, beat the meta. Happy days indeed. And lots of A plus in here as well. So it's all counted as we advance to the next one, where we're starting P2. A very quiet lobby in this one, so only a few A pluses in there, but it still counts. It still does count. There we go, in P2. And again, look in that rear view mirror. Look at that acceleration of the Porsche. It is ridiculous. Thank you, John, for the bit of a bump draft there. That is appreciated. Coming into here, I just break it a little bit early there. Apologies for that, John. But yeah, we do get it stopped, and we have Webster in the distance. So we're literally P2 here, so I'm like, excellent. Here we go. We've got a chance of doing this. Now, we did get a 120 in time trial. 119 is easily possible in time trial with this car. Low 19s are where the alien pace is at. So we'll see what we can do there as we go through the right hand. Remember, we do all 5 races irrespective. So we just count wins if we win one. And yeah, we see where we go. Obviously, the goal is to win. And that's when we accomplish beat the meta in a given car. So through the left we go. We're still behind Webster here. Just putting all that pressure on. But we advance to lap 5 because it does literally stay status quo throughout this race. I'm just stuck in that dirty air a little bit, which... The Renault needs the air for that downforce. That's the one way it can overtake cars. And unfortunately, when you're in dirty air, you don't get it. Let's put it to here then. We go through here. And we go through... Oh, the Porsche made a mistake here. Down the inside of the Porsche we go then in towards this zone. A slight tap there. Now, I felt at the time it was my fault. Reviewing this now, it wasn't my fault at all. I could have easily taken that position and it would have been fair game. And I'm extremely gutted about that because that would have been our first win in this 5 races. I mean, oh, come on. Why didn't I just get the win there? That would have been lovely. I could have had some real good fun. But even so, Webster does get that victory then. So we get P2. But, you know, we tried our best. We're going to suffer here. It's going to be very hard to overtake cars. But we'll see what we can do. And you can see Nissan does quite well here. The Aston Martin also does well here as well. So we do another race. We started P8 with the same time, which I could not believe. I was like, how did it go from ultra quiet to suddenly starting in P8? I have no idea. Let me know on a postcard because it's like half an hour's difference because I missed one race. Anyway, look at the Porsche behind. Look how much it accelerated. It's going past me before turn 1. Into the braking zone we go. And I just outbrake myself a little bit here and I hit into JP. I did apologize for this afterwards. I did stop there and I really shouldn't have stopped the way I did. But even so, I didn't really compromise anybody. GTR. Look at the GTR as well. The acceleration on that. Now, I do expect it from the GTR because it is FR. But the Porsche, man, it's so ridiculous. As we head towards this right, I'm going to be side by side here with Felix as we go through this corner. And, yep, Felix gets it done. Fair play. Now, I would have a look at the incident on the previous race with Webster, but my replays were full. I did delete some, so we can have a look at some bloopers for some of the other races, of course. As Porshce goes off there. Not sure that's a blooper, really. You know what happened. Weight transfer, car spins, job done. That is what happened with Porshce. Or Porshce. I have no idea how you pronounce that name. Anyway, there's a Wendigo behind them. Be careful of that. They're quite dangerous as far as I'm aware. But we just go a little bit off. Oh, what's happening up in the distance? 3 wide into the hairpin. That never works, surely. And look at this train of cars. It's huge. Absolutely huge. But look at the acceleration now. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. I wish I could race you, but the bop is awful for the Renault, apparently, in terms of accelerating out of corners. As we're once again looking at Felix here in a GTR. And no, we still can't make a move here. We caught them all up in the first turn, by the way, just because they're all on top of each other. And they can't really go anywhere, can they? But this obviously is indicating there's going to be an accident, surely, because there's that many cars close together. That's only one outcome from this. It surely is. But let's see what happens. Let's see. We're going to head up towards the kink then. Is this where it's going to happen? No. Everybody survives it. I mean, well played to everybody there. Excuse me. A bit of a hiccup and I started to change my voice. Heading towards the corkscrew then. In towards braking zone we go. Everybody brakes. And then everybody just stops. Everyone just hits each other. So I just get out of the way there. Porshce hits them again. And then that Porsche is off. Now, I have no idea whether that was from my hit, car in front's hit, or Porsche's hit. I had no idea. So I decided to carry on all the same because, yeah, Porshce got the penalty and I didn't. So I was completely lost. We're going to have a look at that in the replays because I did save that. So, yeah, this race has just been atrocious. Full of close racing. And I can't do anything about it because this car does not accelerate as we leave that corner then. And just watch this behind. Watch that Porsche go again. Look at it. That is mental. I still can't believe this watching this back now. How fast at accelerating that Porsche is when it's a handling car. It is unreal. Look at it. Like, it's my mind is blown, folks. My mind is actually blown. It is, yeah, blown. I keep saying it. It's blown. It's gone. It's out there. I'm so confused right now with how that can be even relevant in terms of balanced performance. Even so, beat the meta. We're not going to complain about it. We're going to try and beat it. That's the goal here. Aston Martin then coming up behind. Lots of power in Aston Martin. That's what I expect from a V12. Looking down the outside, then in towards this left-hander. We get it stopped beautifully here. Side-by-side action with Tornco. As we head up here, that Aston's going to boot it away there and get that position. Sorry, Tomco, not Torco. Apologies there, mate. Through there we go. And yeah, we've just got a bit of understeer there from the dirty air. So we drop down to P11. Anyway, we advance further on here. A lap later, in towards the braking zone we go then. Going to chuck it left. Going to really try and boot it out of here. Can we do the same move we did earlier on the Porsche? Not really. Tomco defends that very nicely indeed. As we go through the left-hander. And, the Aston just clipping the gravel there. As we go through the right then. Oh, maybe going for the move down into the braking zone. No, we can't really go for that there. That'd be a huge dive and a half. And we wouldn't really make it, to be honest with you. Oh, Aston gets all sorts of sideways there. Going to try and get behind. I mean, look at this. I had overspeed over them as I left the corner. And now I'm literally having to catch them up in that slipstream. Oh, we're finally going to have a move on that car. Standing towards the turn 1 then. Trying around the outside at turn 1. It never really worked. Slight tap there. Nothing major, really. As we go on through, I would say that's racing in terms of Gran Turismo style at least. So all good there, Tomco. In towards the braking zone. And we're still in P11. We're trying to keep Porshce behind as well, who we did see near spin early on. We advance then towards the corkscrew, in towards the braking zone. We've got a yellow flag. Someone's binned it somewhere. As we go into here. Oh, Porshce nearly clips me there as we go through. Oh, bit of oversteer. Oh, I caught it. Oh, it's for a tick. A tick there in the distance. Just, yeah, literally been in it at the corkscrew. The Porsche looking around the outside, not going to quite work there. In towards this right-hander. We have one corner to go then. We're still in P11. We're in this still long train of cars as we enter the braking zone. Then the Aston had to take avoiding action on Webster. We leave here. We try and get a run on the Aston. Not going to quite work. But the Porsche goes towards the inside. I'm going to claim P12 from me. Well played to Porshche there. And yeah, drop down to P12 just from that acceleration. Oh my, I can't believe it. I mean, you can see how many A pluses are in there as well. So fair play. We do have a beat the meta sort of. The BMW M6 GT3 one there, which is not the meta this week. Anyway, we skipped a race and went to this one. And then we started P2 again. And I did get a 19 this time. I got a 19.7. So, as I say, there is a low 19 in there, but you've got to yeet every corner. It is absolutely solid to get. It really is. Anyway, we're going to head down towards turn 1. Patrick looking for that move. Not going to quite work out for there. By the way, I want to give Patrick a bit of a shout out here because obviously we've seen a lot of aggression from Patrick in the past, and there he could have gone for the move and didn't. So, obviously improving their driving there. So, fair play, Patrick. Fair play. Shout out for you there for that. It's good to see. Right, we've got a Portuguese driver to try and catch here. Let's see what we can do. We started P2. Can we get P1? We nearly had it last time versus Webster. What can we do versus Pedrino? Let's see then. In towards the left we go. Pedrino's just been clipping gravel here and there. Just getting used to the cold tyres. Warming them up, of course. As we head towards the kink then. We took it in ourselves. A bit slow for us, but slow and safe. At least we survived. We get to the end of the race. Nothing changed. Pedrino just went for it. Fair play. Absolute pace there from Pedrino. I couldn't do a thing. Could not keep up with that Porsche. The Porsche is the quicker car here. And without absolutely yeeting this Renault, it's going to struggle to keep up with the Porsche. Right, let's go to the final race then, where we start in P3. I could not believe this. I skipped another race and thought, okay, it's going to get a bit quieter now. Maybe we've got a shot. Right, okay, we're going to race Pedrino again, but maybe the dirty air will affect them, and maybe they'll fight with Bill, and then we've got a chance here. That was what I was thinking in my head. Let's see if they fight. Because if they fight, we're in with a shot. And if they bin it, then game on. Game on. There's a chance here that we could get P1. And that's what we're after here. This is the 5th and final race. Can we do it? Obviously, at this point, I was absolutely just like fuming a little bit earlier on because I could have won the race earlier on. So I really wanted this. I wanted this badly because I do want to beat all cars this year in Beat the Meta. All of them. All Group 3 and all Group 4. The Group 4 one will be on Friday. So do keep an eye out. I've already chosen the car. I've already done a race with it as well. Some people know what it is. Just wait and see. If you do know, do not be telling people. It's always good to see what happens. Anyway, we continue on towards the kink then. Let's see what happens here. Through the left we go. And still status quo. I am keeping up with them here as we advance to lap 2 then. And you can see we are keeping up. It's all fairly okay so far. Nothing major happening. It's just dirty air playing effect here. In fact, it plays a big effect because I go completely off here. Tidge making funny noises. I'll calm myself. I did manage to catch it there. I don't know why my accent just suddenly changed. I did manage to catch it there. Anyway, we go to the final lap. Nothing changed then after that. And yeah, it's one of those where Laguna, very hard to overtake on. You need the acceleration. We've seen that. And when you're in dirty air and you don't have the acceleration, you can't overtake. So it's one of those where you just have to get lucky with getting on P1 and then just absolutely booting it and hoping that you keep it. Hope you keep P1 before turn 1 with that acceleration as well. So unfortunately, we didn't beat the meta in Group 3. However, we are coming back with Group 4. I did say that on Friday. Do expect a video. Should be an interesting one. I've chosen a very interesting car. We will revisit the Renault at some point. But it's now time for the bloopers. So, the first one. What happened through here? Because we saw 3 cars off. Like synchronized spinning to me. There's one car up ahead. We got the middle car. And then we had the first car who was off. So, synchronized spinning there from everybody. And then we saw this incident. This involved James and Ben. James, the lead car, into here. Then, oh, if I was Ben, I'd have given that up, to be honest with you. I always say let the lead car go, which is usually on the inside anyway. Because that sort of thing can happen where there's just contact. So we go to race number 3 then. This was the start with that Porsche. Literally, I can't even compete versus the Porsche. However, this was completely my fault. Looking at this as we go into here, just completely outbrake myself by a few meters and then hit JP there. So I'll let JP go and we carry on racing. I shouldn't have stopped like I did either. I should have just carried on and then let JP go. But yeah, my fault. This one was an interesting one actually. I've reviewed this a few times on different cameras. So looking at mine first. So it's quite clear that my push there was the one that caused the driver to go off. So apologies to the Croatian driver there. Who's that Riberic there. But it's not as it appears either. Because I looked at it from this driver's perspective. And they caused the initial contact, which causes that ping-pongy effect where they all slow down a little bit more. And then everybody hit each other. which slowed everybody down completely, which is why everybody suddenly stopped the way they stopped. So, yeah, it's one of those, it's a bit awkward in the grand scheme. Everyone hit each other, and it's just case ping pong. Because you hit another car, you slow down. And yeah, that's the end of that, really. But that is it for this video. If you did like it, do give it a like. Subscribe to the channel to stay in touch with all the latest content. But that is going to be it for me, folks. I hope you did enjoy this. And I hope to see you in another video or live stream again very soon.